Hello and welcome to the next episode of Stellaris Multiplayer with me, Ebend, Foth, and I think Game Your Brain is still in the game for a little bit longer, but planning to take off soonish. Either that or he's taken off and he's kind of just left the game going, which is fine.
I'm still here. I'm just setting up a few things before I leave.
I see. I was gonna say, like, yeah, that might be better than the AI just doing something stupid. I don't know. If he starts to hit his cap, then it's like, eh. You know what I mean? I don't think you're at your resource cap though, right? You've been spending your stuff.
Oh, far from the cap.
Technology secured.
What?
Hell yes. Warrior forms and then this. I'm surprised I didn't go for synchronicity. Oh well.
So let's see, I can see the Riggins now. If I wanted to, I could buy their special resource, and it
What
is 5% fire rate.
Oh fuck
So,
yes.
It's not a lot, but it adds up, you know?
It will be so useful.
Like 5% doesn't sound like a lot at all.
No, it is very useful when you get up there because it's 5% more damage or 5% more attack rolls, and when you get into large fleet battles, it can make a difference because you lose firepower with every ship that you lose. So just having a little extra, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, when you also have like +5 evasion from space amoebles,
Amoebles.
I
like the nickname.
Sure, we'll go with that. I can't read right now.
That happens.
And like enhanced ship speed, like it adds up, you know.
Oh, Gamer Brain, are you still here?
I'm trying to find where do I build my colony ship. I can't find it in my shipyard.
It should be under civil ships. Oh, where you build it? You build it on planets.
Yeah, if you want to click on a planet, you can do it from the planet itself,
Okay,
but
that's why.
expansion planner is usually better. Like, if you use that, you get to choose the planet that it comes from, and it'll take the colony ship there after it's built. If you build it on the planet, then you have to tell it where to go.
Afterwards. It's a little
Yeah, like after it's built, it'll appear above the planet, but it won't go to a colony ship. Have you used expansion planner?
Yeah, I'm trying to expand to somewhere near the Nigiro. The Grippons.
I don't see anything up there. Where are you trying to go? Which planet?
Did the Grippon 2? Construction ship is right now on the top, very top.
Oh, I
To Nigiro.
see a construction ship near it. Oh, and then for some reason it wasn't showing the planet. Okay. So that's a nice planet. You can go to expansion planner and find Gribbon 2 in the expansion planner, and there's a couple ways to do it. You can organize by size or
the
find
given
it.
planet. Wait, no, go directly to the planet, and you'll see a button under terraform that says colonize.
Oh yeah, that's the better way of doing it.
All right. Now we need to talk about this. So we need to talk about the Federation election.
Who's gonna be in charge of our fleet and building fleets?
So I already. Can we like just pause the timer?
Yeah, I'll pause it.
All right. So let's talk about this. We
Yeah, I kinda got something strange. It shows sc_election.10.a, b, c, d, and e.
Interesting.
Yeah, I guess
I guess your vote won't matter, but we still want to include you in the discussion.
the first
Brian,
option
are
I
you
have
getting
is
that
we are the only one to trust
Yeah,
to
that's right.
lead, and then next for me is Dorado. After that is Covenant, and then after that is the Holy Council. And the last one is we must consider our options. So I don't know if
Okay,
that helps you.
So here's what we need to talk about. We're all in agreement that we're gonna go to war soon, right? With the High Kingdom, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So I just tested something out recently. I can upgrade my fleets at other Federation shipyards.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can resupply them yet.
So here
is-
is my proposal for why I would make the best president. And it's not just
Sure.
because I want to be president. I actually think it'll give us our best chances to win the war if we have a militarist in charge of the Federation fleet. I think, and I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure my militarist fire rate bonus of plus 10% will get applied to the Federation fleet if I'm the Federation president.
Sure.
And
Alright.
I don't see any other militarists in our group. You're a hive mind, so you might get some bonuses that I'm not aware of.
Nothing that would require me to be leader, no. The other thing to consider is that the Covenant and the Holy Council will be closer to the war. So having them in charge of fleets might be more practical because they know the area better. However, I have concerns with you guys like showing up. Because if we lose control of the Federation fleets during war to an AI, bad things can happen.
I think they'll be in charge of their fleets, and since I have such a small fleet, I'll be able to watch the Federation fleet pretty closely instead of just losing it, like track of it, you know?
Unlike the hairbands.
Yeah, I should be able to hopefully watch it better. But if you don't want me to be in charge, I understand.
Alright, Foff, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I don't know if it really gets us the bonuses. Yeah.
I'm not even sure at this point, but we can definitely... It's not a... Regardless of the bonus, we know that he's gonna be here. So
Yeah.
I would much rather like have an assured control of a 13,000 fleet in times of war. And I really don't give a shit about the fire bonus.
Okay.
Like,
All
that's
right.
just my opinion. I think that a fleet that size will be invaluable during this war. I don't think the fire rate bonus is going to make as much of a difference.
Yeah, there's other
So-
texts that can boost it too. Like there's a fleet command one. I think it just gives you
What's more
5%.
important to
So
me,
I don't know if I have
Foff,
that.
Is do you think you can handle the responsibility of this fleet?
Hmm?
Do you think you can handle this fleet? Because this is a huge investment.
That's why I'm
Mm.
thinking I should lead it,
Yeah.
so other people don't accidentally use it.
If you accidentally lose it, you will have no credibility ever again.
No, not with you
like,
at least.
listen. I was there when you lost so many ships to
All the
stupid
Xenos.
shit.
All the
Shoot.
little Xenos.
Oh my god, dude! Like you flew a free fleet through a an area like a dumbass. And we're just like, okay, man, okay.
You can
Let's
watch my
see.
fleets as well
You're
if
the
you want
guild.
to.
I am too busy to be keeping track of your crap. I am not your mother.
Yeah, I think I can do that. I think, well, what was happening in that one was I was playing Fnatic Purifier and I had too many fleets. Like at that point I was just like overwhelmed with fleets. I'd like conquered a third of the galaxy and then I accidentally woke up the Khan. That's when that happened. But hopefully I'll be able to watch that one fleet because that's my one responsibility. I'm going to vote for myself. We can only trust ourselves to lead.
Okay, could you tell me which option is who? Yes. I've only got SC election 10A, B, C, D, and E.
I believe A would probably be you. Is it the first option? Are you the first option for you, Ebend?
Yes, I voted for you.
And who was the second person in that list? It probably won't
It
matter
was
if the
the
three of you
Holy
vote
Council.
for me.
It doesn't matter. Just vote for the United Guild.
He doesn't know which one is me. It doesn't give him more than like a letter.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
just go C, I
Guild
guess.
is the second one.
Wait. Brain, which one have you voted for?
Go in front of me.
Yeah, Brain, did you vote for the leader of our federation yet?
I haven't
Seen
voted
it?
yet.
Alright. If you vote for the guild, then there's no way that the convent can mess up the elections.
Yeah, if the three of you vote for me, then the other one.
Then then it doesn't
be good.
matter what Foff votes. So let's make sure that you vote for the guild. Right?
Click it.
Click it.
Alright,
Click the guild. And then we're Gucci.
nice. And just so you guys know, I do think the bonus is applied for
I
my
mean, it should
thing.
be applied to any fleet under your power, then yes, it would.
Yeah, I was just checking damage. I got plus 10% from fire rate, plus 20% on energy weapons. I guess we should have probably thought about special resources, huh?
Make sure the Federation fleet is still moving.
Yeah, it's moving towards the goal that you set.
Alright. So, the Howling is going to take the North Point and be the bedrock of our fleets up there. And then I have my fleets following the Howling Storm up to the north. And then shoot, what is it again? The Loot Ruck is going to go to Nigoro and not budge. Nice. So that's probably off of the order we joined. So yeah, I don't know, man.
Ooh, one thought I just had is my generals aren't that great, but I guess they'll get better.
Your generals will be
Generals
fine.
are important, but eh.
We like I said before, we're not taking worlds. I'm not sending my armies. You know, we are a group. We must discuss everything beforehand.
Yeah, and we can run the war on like a really slow speed when we do go to war. Should I start pumping out things?
You'd have to wait. Do you have better fleet command than I do?
Fleet capacity?
Yeah. What's your
For
fleet
the
capacity?
oh no, I don't. It's
There
at
you go.
maxed, but I
Yep.
can build things for it, which is strange.
You can build a third fleet, I guess, if you want to.
It says, oh no, there's a little. I'm at 173 out of 204, so I can build more for it.
Yes, you can build another fleet, but the fleet capacity, the command limit, check the command limit on the Howling Swarm. Because I hit my fleet capacity.
I didn't think there was a limit on them. It doesn't seem to have a limit for them. It just says 133. Like for my own fleet, it says 50 out of 70, but for them it says 133, nothing out of. And then the next one says 40. If I wanted to merge them, I can bring them together, hypothetically.
How about you don't merge them because we will need 2 fleets? But yeah, add to the Howling Swarm if you can. Especially if you got the shipyard going in Ethereum.
I think what I will do is I will build up another separate fleet to reinforce with, unless you want me to specifically tell them to go join up with the thingy. What do you think? Where's my fleet manager?
Okay, I have finished setting my stuff, so I'm heading off. Have fun, guys. See you next
Alright.
week.
See ya.
Yeah, dude. It's
Yeah.
fun playing with you.
Cheers. Good weekend. Bye bye.
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 So yeah.
Next week I'll have to make sure that I get the mods the first try. And maybe we'll get everybody here for the full 2 hours, because like, if you think about it, if I started right at 3 o'clock, we'd be finishing up right around now.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. There's always some delays. It's just good that we're trying to meet up there at the beginning. Gonna press continue. Unless, well, let's just make up a backup, I guess. Just in case. Alright, keep it playing. How are you doing on your economy, Ebend?
I'm doing alright. Honestly, I should enforce some edicts because I have a surplus of that shit now. At least I only have capacity overload. Where's... Damn, I need to work on my infrastructure.
Wait, do you need energy or something?
No. No. I am like rolling in the credits right now.
Good.
I'm just surprised I don't have the mining edict thing yet, because that would be far more useful. Not really.
Alright, now I'm spending minerals again. I might need to stop my wasteful trades with those things. These, enclaves.
That's not a nice way to refer to them.
The enclaves, or those things.
What the fuck? Why do I have an outpost as part of this fleet?
Seriously?
Fuck? Yes! I had a defensive platform as part of a fleet.
Okay. You've put some engines on it and now it just flies around.
Suppose so. And I still don't have strike cruisers. Ooh.
So you got one of your fleets moving towards, well, that's not you, I thought that was somebody else. Games One James is moving its fleet towards Swir instead of having it follow the Federation fleet, which is kind of unfortunate. I don't know where he's going. We'll probably have to remove the fleets over when he gets back next week, but
I mean, it shouldn't be too bad for him to cross over his Holy Council. We could just have like a few months sped over, if that works.
Totally.
'Cause, like right now, it's been like 500 days since we started. Just going off of how far my ships have gone.
I mean, to be honest, it's probably good if we don't go to war with them too soon. If we can wait for them to be at war again, that would be optimal.
That'll take 10 years.
Well, probably,
Hmm.
yeah, 9 or so now. Maybe
But
less.
couldn't we do a deal with the War-Seg raiders to attack them and
It
then go
wouldn't
to war?
make it wouldn't make much of a difference. Their fleets are strong. It wouldn't.
It could distract them though. It could pull
But it'd
them
be
in a
better to
direction.
do it while we're at war
What we should
or
do,
before. We should do it right before, so it pulls the fleets across the nation. Oh jeez, this would be such a timing thing.
what we need to do is, if they're not already at wars, we need to invite the people who hate them to go back to war with them.
Hmm.
Unless actually that would allow their allies to come through that space, but that might be okay. If they send all of their fleets to deal with somebody else, they won't be ready to deal with us. You know what I mean? Like if say all the
Sure.
fleets go to Homogeny Vis because we invite the Homogeny Vis to attack them at the same time. The Homogeny Vis might even lose a couple pieces of land, but if they focus down south, we'll gain stuff in the north. I mean, to be honest, having all these AIs around that are kind of strong and beefy might be good for when the crisis shows up. Maybe not.
It'll be useful.
I'll slow it down at least, right? I think human players are generally better, but a strong set of allies, or rather AIs, that are near you could help.
Construction complete.
I want that genetic engineering. It'd be very good.
Alright, so I just tried reinforcing the fleet and it went all the way back to my area. So that might be a bitch.
Hmm.
To reinforce them?
Yeah. We can't build at other stations. We can repair and upgrade.
Okay. I don't understand why your main fleet has to go back for them to build fleets, because I thought when you tell it to do that, it usually...
No. It's building at my territory, regardless of what's closer.
Okay, that's what I thought was going to happen. It
Yes.
would build at your territory, but I guess that makes sense.
I was hoping against hope that it would not be the case.
Like, you'd hope that if you clicked on his starbase, you could just build there? That'd be kind of neat. But I don't, yeah. I hadn't heard of that
Too
happening
much of a
before.
bitch to program. That'd be weird.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
War declared.
Ooh.
No. Oh. That's the people that I want to go up against.
Really? Is it an offensive war for them or defensive?
It's an offensive for them against what's probably a weaker nation.
Yeah, that's not a good sign for you, just to be honest, if you want to fight them. I guess
Take out
we're going
the
to war.
biggest boy in the world.
I guess
your,
hypothetically we could attack them instead, because I'm equivalent with just them. They got a defensive pact, which is nice. But that nation isn't that strong, the one that you wanted to fight.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm equivalent because I got the Federation fleet. I forgot about that for a second. It's like, what?
Exactly.
Doesn't make any sense. How are they equivalent?
Yeah, we would have to at least break down an 11th ship station. They don't have that good of research though.
Oh, fuck. Guys, I've got a transmission from the Stakashi Star Tribes, and they're
They're coming
asking
for
for
you.
tribute.
They're coming for you.
Should I pay them or?
Yeah.
It's up to you, and depending on what we see, you might just like have a planet sieged for a while.
Yeah, like I think 10 to 14k basically shows up in your space to try and steal pops. And the way they do that is they just sit over your planet after blowing up the starbase for a little bit of time and they'll destroy some buildings if you don't respond to them. I find it easier just to pay them off.
Okay.
So then you can keep doing whatever it is that you're planning to do. You don't have to change everything around them.
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay.
Technology secured.
So, when are we gonna go to war with the High Kingdom?
Not soon.
Yeah, we're waiting for an opportunity when we have our fleets basically close and ready to go, because they're not quite there. They're all moving over there. What we want is we want a doom stack. We want to basically bring as much as we can towards Nigaro as possible so that when they look vulnerable, we can move out. And it may be that they attack us. I don't know if they're going to think that that's a good idea. If they do, it would be a shame because then it would be just us against them. I really want the Homogeny Abyss in on that, and it may be that they go after the Homogeny Abyss because I think overall they're going to be weaker than us. But maybe not actually, because the one nation right there has 19 that I can see. I got stuff with them. They're equivalent, so if I invited them into a war with these guys, then I think we might be able to take them right now. Like, let's say hypothetically I wanted to declare war on these, not this, on these guys. You can invite attackers, right? Oh wait, where's the invite attackers button? Can I not do it because I'm in a federation?
Nope. Can't do it because you're in a federation.
Oh.
That's a shame.
Yes, it would have been nice to get them in on the war. So what I would really like to see is the Leviathans declaring on anybody else, but I don't think that's terribly likely.
And I wouldn't be too concerned about their mutual defense pact because they are weak and they are far. They will not help at all.
If you click on diplomatic mode, you may be able to see if they can go through the borders. I think they still have open borders with the people in between them. That's probably going to be like that for at least 5 more years, I think. But what's interesting is they don't seem to have open borders with their ally. Like, do you know how to do that? You go to diplomatic map mode, click on the nation that you want to see their stuff for, and the Homogeny Abyss they can move through because they got like light colors, but they can't move through the tribes above them, and they can't seem to move through their people with a defensive pact.
Okay.
Interesting. I imagine that if
So
we
they
declared
have no
war,
way of getting there.
well, I imagine if they
Yeah.
declared war that they would open their borders, or if we declared war on them and they needed help, I imagine they would open their borders, but maybe they wouldn't. Maybe they would just hang
Wait,
back.
are we talking about the sovereignty?
Yeah, the sovereignty is their
Sovereignty
friend,
can
right?
make it there.
Yeah,
Here's
right
what
now.
the sovereignty is gonna do. The sovereignty is gonna sit on their ass, and they're just gonna affect the relative strength calculation of the AI. Now, it won't affect it too much because they're equal in fleet power to us. But if we wipe out the High Kingdoms thing, it'll be more significant. But I don't think it'll be an issue. They seem a non-factor as long as the homogeny of the High Kingdoms don't let them through.
Right, so probably at some point in the next session we'll be able to declare war on them. But it may be that we have to wait another week after that just to get the opportunity. I don't want to declare if
Rush.
they can get into, if their allies can get over there. Like right now I feel like they can't because of closed borders. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But that's what they appear to have. But I think that would change if we went to war.
I don't think so. I don't think that the sovereignty is gonna know how to bribe the homogeny or the tribes to get what they want.
No, like right now, if you look at the High Kingdom, they seem to have closed borders with their ally.
Oh, that's not even a
Unless
problem.
maybe
No,
I'm
they're in
reading
a
this.
defensive pack. Yeah, you can't close borders to someone in a defensive pack with you.
I thought actually, I think you're right. Yeah, I think I thought that these lines would show basically if the
Nah,
nation
man.
that I was clicked on could move through there, because I want to see if they've
No, it
got
just
the
shows the
closed
thing.
borders with anyone. I can't tell if they've got closed borders without going to relationship, I think.
Ooh, that's bad.
What?
the fuck are they doing? Oh, that's a different group. Okay.
Okay, you
Sorry, I
scared
thought
me.
that I thought the Kraken was seeking closer relations with the High Kingdom. But in reality, there's another High Kingdom in the south, which isn't as high, in my opinion, but you know, maybe they're Australians and they flipped the map upside down.
If these guys are rivaling that one nation, they shouldn't be able to go through their territory, right?
No, I don't think so, at least.
Maybe it's because they were at war. I think maybe that's it. Did the
Yeah,
tribes?
that's probably it.
Yeah, the tribes fought with the Vis. Okay, that's it. Yeah, it's because they were at war as well. I forgot they were in the war.
Mm-hmm.
Not a big deal.
But yeah.
Oh, I can get star fortresses now. I wasn't able to do that until just recently. So now I'm going to be spending a bunch of minerals making my stuff better.
All this goddamn racism just because I'm a hive mind. Ugh.
It's unacceptable.
This world is against me.
Alright, mutagens. We're going to change our trade. Help me recover my minerals for a little bit. I went down to 1,600. So low.
Dude, that colony ship is taking forever.
Is it at the planet or?
It's halfway there.
Yeah, they're not very fast.
You don't say. What is your ship speed? 114. Okay. Okay.
That's interesting. The Valminax are allies of the hegemony of this.
Homogeny of Vis.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tribes are with the Vis. If we can all get on good terms with the tribe, with the Vis, we might have
Complete.
good options, you know.
Would be nice to have some friends.
Trade deal. Do you think I can get their research? No, they're still not in good terms with me. Yeah, it seems the High Tribe doesn't like me because they're xenophiles.
They are xenophiles or xenophobe?
Xenophobes, sorry.
was gonna say, that doesn't make a lot of sense. You sure?
Hmm.
Let's just kill off Jesus' old empire. He got no allies. He's got a size 25 Gaia world, and I think another Gaia world up here. Oh no, it's an ocean world, that's right.
He's also got some decent worlds with planets.
He's got some cryogenic clones. No? No, that's me. It's like, really? He's got some of those in his empire? But it's just showing the habitability. Confused me. For my guys. Showing my habitability of his systems.
Hmm.
Technology secured.
This isn't a terrible planet. We could go after that, I guess. Ketlings could land there. Don't forget to keep getting your edicts. I just saw that stuff.
Mm.
You still only have 6 planets, Ebend.
I know, dude. Like, the colony's just going out to the 7th, and there's nothing else that's really worth the terraforming or the changing in my territory, you know?
Right.
Like, we got a couple of 15s. Like, yay, 15s? Yay? So I'm in no hurry to get those sorted out.
I got some planets that I'm thinking about going after, like some size 20s, but they're close to the entity, and I'm just like so afraid that they're gonna be like, well, I know we've been friends for so long, but those look like some nice planets right there.
Ooh, actually that looks like a really fun world to inhabit.
What? Which one?
There's the Tomb World with super flare warning.
Do it.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's a Tomb World, so it's gonna have to wait a while.
If only you had tomb preference psychics.
Or cryogenic clones.
That sounds pretty cool. I want to see more from that. Do you think that's from the base game or one of the mods?
Not sure. Probably base game.
If it is, then yeah, that's new to me. It's nice to see some stuff I haven't seen before. And Game Your Brain has a system with 14 minerals that he hasn't built up.
That's a criminal. What the hell?
I remember him just having like lots of problems with energy and stuff, so that's probably why he hasn't done the minerals. Like a lot of those are 2 for, you know,
Yeah.
1 energy type things.
Uh-huh.
And I like used to avoid those entirely. I would just be like, nope, not worth the trade.
Yeah, but eventually it's worthwhile.
Yeah, eventually.
Dude. Ugh. Yeah, I definitely need to improve the rate at which I transition and modify species.
I'm glad to finally have a use for all my minerals. Federation fleet, go. You know, since we think it might be a while to fight this stuff, a part of me is saying, let's go clear out Zanon, but I don't know. That'd take a while. We just got the fleets over there.
Yeah, we just got the fleets over there.
It-
What the fuck, man?
It took
Clearing
forever.
as Anon would be a 4-day trip now, 4-year trip.
Where's that other wormhole go?
It goes a little different. I mean, yeah, with the wormholes, maybe like a year or two, but still, a year or two.
Yeah, not worth it.
No.
Almost worth it, but not
No.
worth it.
Should have done it when I said, like, yo, we could totally do this.
Yeah, I just was worried about us losing our entire fleet and then having the AI team up on us.
Yeah,
I-
and if we, whatever.
Yeah, I feel like they probably would.
I don't think so, but sure.
It's hard to say.
Ah, shit. Thanks. Nice.
But yeah, when we're done with this war, we should probably go clear out Zanon.
Of course, dude.
Because it has like a building on it. Every time Zanon always has this building and it gives you like 10 research in every category.
Mm-hmm.
You know, without the modifiers that your pops bring to it. Should I go for 0 point or the plus 5% research bonus?
Plus 5 is better.
Yeah.
Just cause you'll need everything, and you're probably still gonna be partners with me, so you'll have the research bonus for both of those, guaranteed.
Nice.
Probably, unless we have a different name for it or a different category. Who are you getting the research bonus from?
I'm getting research from like everyone. I just went around to everybody and was like, research for research?
Well, you actually are buffing. Go to research progress, the plus whatever percent.
Oh, where does it apply that? Oh, there's a percentage. Obahan research agreement. So I don't think you. OBBHAN.
Who the fuck are you trading research with, man?
Like everyone. I'm a materialist. I get bonuses if I have trade agreements with enough people.
That's silly.
Yeah, you need at least 3 to get your base level, and I think 5 is like even better. It's not my favorite one because it kind of like it forces you down a very specific playstyle.
Mhm.
That's interesting. I've seen a file that I could pursue more aggressively. Just need to maybe go with passive study on natives. Seems fair. We are now xenophiles. And is there anything that we probably should have talked about this with Game Your Brain, but is there anything we want to do with our Federation laws, like militarization and stuff like that?
Right. So I can't do a law proposal for another year, but since he is currently not here, but we haven't talked to Foff about this.
There are these things called Federation laws underneath the policy. I'm just trying to find the passive thing right now. Native interference, yeah, passive study. So we want to make the factions happy. But yeah, if you go to F6 and look at the policies, once you get to the bottom, there's some different stuff based on the mod. I think I can propose a law proposal right now, but I'm going to wait off on that because I don't know how our economy is doing. A lot of these things will give you like bonuses to pop growth or research, but it'll hurt your energy production, and I'm not sure if we can really afford to do that.
This is fascinating. You can do like militarization funding levels, and you can get fire rates, hull points, and the weapon damage on top of research improvements in specific fields.
Yeah, it
But
might be worth
they're
taking if we have enough
some of
stocked
them.
up.
If we did low,
Ooh,
it would still be
homology.
8%. Yeah, either low or acceptable seems worthwhile, but also we need to do the research thing too.
We'll probably think about that and talk about it at the beginning of the next session, right?
Sure, we can pass this at the last minute when we start a war. That way
Yeah.
the impact to our economy is minimal. But I still want like research institution on high because that is worthwhile in my opinion.
Or like just get it now.
Yes, because the longer we hold it, the better it will, the more it will affect us, you know. Cause it's a plus 10% research speed for 8% of energy generation.
Well, here's the deal with that. If we do that, basically everybody's gonna have to focus on energy in like the next episode, and maybe right now. So if you guys got any planets you can set up just as energy production places,
I'm okay with on energy production. I can help out.
I could be doing better. I'm at -9 monthly income, but I'm making 511 minerals a turn right now. So
Yeah, I have 240 monthly income.
I can trade mineral income for energy.
I can give energy.
What's
I have 9k surplus right now, and I'm not gonna terraform anytime soon, so I can use quite a bit of it.
I think Foff, you said you have quite a bit of a stockpile of energy, right?
I've got 20k.
Yeah, I think we can afford to pass the research thing. We could even do it now if you really feel like it.
Let's do it,
All right.
because we can finance Brain's difference.
And with the AI right now, he's probably doing fine. All right, so
Exactly.
Federation Law proposal. Yes. And what do we want now? We want
Research.
Federation Government System proposal, and then we have Federation Basic Regulation Law.
Basic
proposal.
regulation law it should be.
You sure about that? Because I don't know if
Yes.
I get to
Yes.
click through this again. Alright,
Yes.
basic regulation law proposal. Yeah, you're right. And then Federation Research Institute, that's what we're going for.
High. Yeah, high.
And then we're going to vote on high funding. And I'm not going to offer anything.
Rude. Oh, I got dry dock. Oh, yes.
Alright, I voted yes, I think.
I voted yes.
And I've got option A, B, or C.
A.
Okay.
4 months until dry dock.
Yay! So now I'm not losing that much energy. I probably have time to figure that out. What I want to do is I want to figure out why I haven't sent a scientist to this event yet. I guess we'll go to the infinity thing eventually. That'll be like the last stop. I still haven't forgiven you for blowing up my infinity sphere.
I'm sure you'll get over it eventually.
We'll see.
Okay. Um.
Yeah, my economy is going to be better once I get these star bases upgraded, because I just upgraded like all 10 of them. It's expensive, cost me a bunch of minerals, but then my energy income is going to be vastly increased. Somebody just insulted me.
So, the war will take another 2 or 3 episodes? Is that right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going to take some time to actually get in a good position for this.
We don't want to make this a fiasco. We want to do this right.
Like,
Yeah,
if you
but
can
why?
park your fleets over a starbase with a, whatchamacallit, crew quarters, that's probably what's best for you.
Yeah.
I kind of
But
see
why
where
don't
you're...
just... why don't we just overrun them?
Because we can't.
They're strong
Directly.
enough now that they probably would be able to defeat us in a straight fight.
Not only that, but our fleets aren't in position. Oh, my fleets are in position actually. Ooh.
Hypothetically, I think we could win, but it's like it's gonna be a close one, and I'd rather not take it unless
and
we know we can win.
why don't we just conquer the systems we wish to claim, and then offer them a status
Because they
quo?
won't accept it because they know they have a good fleet.
They'll fight us for a little while, and they may push into your space, into game, your brain space, and I don't want you guys to lose systems.
Yeah,
Like,
we're not that much on a warpath. We want to be
It's-
smart about this.
It says equivalent fleet power, technology level, superior naval capacity, overwhelming. Naval capacity is the one you can disregard the most or regard the least. Technology level is actually pretty concerning because their fleet power, even though it's equivalent, it's going to go down slower because of the number of ships they have. They're going to have less ships that represent more fleet power, and their technology is going to be able to like keep them alive longer. So their fleet power won't take
Not
steps
only
down
that,
as
but
often.
we know that their fleet, the technology advantage is from weapons, and we can't really spec our weapons on some of our fleets to be good against them or their defenses. So, yeah, wherever we decide to fight them, it's gonna be a hard first fight.
But I did want to bring up one thing here, Foff. I noticed your fleets aren't over a crew quarters. If you bring them back to Oshamir or Ulam, they won't be too far away. Actually, Ulam doesn't. I thought this was connected up here. If you bring them back to like Oshamir or rather Raxum would be a better one to build a crew quarters and to keep your guys there.
Yeah, and why not add tier? I could just build this outpost up to a thing, and
Colonization.
That's a
would
solid
that be
idea.
okay?
I like that idea. It'll take a year for you to get the crew quarters going, but if we're actually waiting here for more than a year, that's easily worth it. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Just because then you'll be able to reduce the upkeep on them and then get them over into position like immediately when we want them over there.
Okay.
Like, equivalent can mean a couple different things. It can mean equivalent, or it can mean close to equivalent, above and below, and I don't know what percentage it considers equivalent, how much above it will consider equivalent, and then it'll jump to superior, but it is quite a bit more than you may think.
It's not guaranteed.
It could be that like equivalent, I have 20k power and they have like 30 or something like that, you know what I mean? Like, it won't count it as superior, but in my mind that's superior.
Yeah, and
Okay.
also the fleet power doesn't mean too much. It's not something you can be like, this is what will happen. You just get a rough idea.
Because
You
the
can't depend on it.
weapon types and defense types are going to be very different for each battle, so you can get lucky and counter, or you can deliberately go out of your way to counter.
I don't think we're countering that much. Like, I wish I could just refeed. Yeah, I'm gonna take this time to... Oh god, how do I turn off auto-generated designs? Thank you.
How?
You know what? That's probably why I couldn't design the goddamn Federation things. Oh my god, that's upsetting.
Oh really? You couldn't design our Federation fleet, so I've been building crummy ones?
You'll have to refit them, probably.
Dude. Yeah, you didn't turn off the auto stuff, did you?
No, I completely forgot how to do it for a good minute.
Alright, well, what do we want on here then? Tell me what we want.
We want to balance, because technologically they seem balanced, but what we really need is high shields.
High shields.
So, you know, make sure you got good shield technology. What's my shield technology? You should have tier 4 shields.
Corvettes should have 1 or 2 charges of shields.
I think 2.
Alright.
And if you have afterburners, throw those on.
What about pickets? I only got tier 1 for afterburners. Should I go for picket ship, or should I be switching our corvettes to something else? I think they had missiles,
okay, so
right?
I know that destroyers have a really good search option where it's like picket destroyers, and that thing can then mount like 5-point defense slots or something ridiculous like that. But until then, I think we don't know enough about their missile preference to give that a good call.
Okay. And
know.
weapons, should I go for just our highest tier energy weapons? I think I get a bonus to energy weapons.
Yeah, energy weapons, but I don't know if they run a balanced defense or they have a bias. That's really the question here, because stations are usually always balanced, right?
Don't know actually.
Anyways, so
why is it that when I go to autocomplete this, it isn't giving us the best shields? That's really annoying.
I don't know, man.
And did you say keep the destroyers on picket thingy, or no?
I would say destroyers are better at picket than corvettes. So, in the long term, definitely destroyers only, because you got that improved PT boat upgrade research that you can do. But until then, yeah, just make the corvettes a swarm, and make the PTs a picket point defense.
Right. I see what you mean.
Guys, I need to offload some minerals, so
You can send them to me if you want.
Construction complete.
Should I be putting shield capacitors on anything, or
Fine.
just afterburners on everything for movement speed?
Communications.
Past cruisers, I would put shield and afterburners because they don't help that much on those large ships. So strike cruiser and cruiser should probably have shields, and don't forget the fucking deflector array, or no. See if you can fit a crew lounge on the cruisers and strike cruisers.
The cruisers are on swarm. That seems weird.
No, that's bad. Don't do that.
What should we put them on? You got
Check the
picket.
range of their weapons. Either picket or line, because if you have a bunch of large weapons, you put them on line. If they have a bunch of small weapons, you put them on picket.
Okay.
Guys, I just got an insult from the High Kingdom. What's that about?
Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's all
It
good.
means
Gucci.
that they don't like you, and you just have low opinion with them.
Yeah,
Just
they're
nothing
just
big.
fucking with you. Don't take it personal.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think it's fine.
so that's nothing to be concerned of.
It means they might want to declare war on us soon, but I don't think so.
They shouldn't be strong enough to just do it.
Okay.
I hope the ship designs that I just made are okay.
We shall see.
Can you see the ship designer actually, if you click on it?
No,
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I can't see the ships. Why did the strike cruisers have swarmer missiles? Yeah, I guess that does make sense actually. But it's penetration, not damage. That's.
Are you looking at what it had designed?
I'm looking at the current design for strike cruisers, and also yeah, swarm. Fuck that noise.
Sounds like yes.
Also, make sure you have 0-point reactors on the ships.
Ooh, that's a good point. I don't know if I did. Go back and check that really quickly. Yeah, it looks like when I did the stuff, it did it. Oh, there's 2 cruisers now, huh?
Yeah, there's a strike cruiser and a regular cruiser.
Well, they're not that anymore.
What?
They've been changed into 2 different types of cruisers, because you said you didn't like the strike cruiser having missiles or whatever. I think it was. I can't remember what it was now.
So the strike cruiser had swarmer missiles and lasers. So swarmer missiles are useful for like shield penetration and overwhelming point defense. So you either, pack a bunch of missiles and have swarmers and other conventionals, or you don't have them and you go for torpedoes or other large weapons. So it's just inconsistent.
Alright, the ships are better now. The fleet power's higher at least, which is good. But my alarm totally just went for the hour, so I think I'm gonna end it here.
Yep.
Okay.
And one last point, strike cruisers are nice because they have point defenses on their rear. So they're very good for defending larger ships and being utilitarian.
I actually don't know, like, anything about that type of stuff, I definitely want to talk about it. But you know, maybe next week. Hopefully, we remember, because ship design is pretty important. Like, I don't know how the placement on where that stuff comes into play, or how much it does come into play.
I don't know either. I've just been like testing out theories on my only my own playthrough, and yeah. Anyways, say goodbye to these lovely people.
Bye, people. See you around for our next episode.